lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Memphis Hounds. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Double dog, that's the way. 59 mark. Pistol. 59.
Mayfield down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch your slack.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield. He finds Humphreys. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Here's Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, watch it, watch it! Hey, alert 33! Hey, box truck, box truck! Regular, regular, regular! 59 mark, 59 mark! Check out!
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Round 80! 55! Alert, alert, alert!
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On second down, Mayfield again. Out to the right to Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Bengals.
180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, Tyler.
Pistol.
He's coming. We got time.
Mike,
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On second down, it's Gordon, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Shaquille Griffin there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
180.
Mike 59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
6-man. Check girls.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Take 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you. Don't get nervous.
Completes it to Moncrief left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
319. Get the ball.
And again, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Adam Humphries deep to return. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch it. Pistol.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Up, 180. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get this. Point it right. Check, 59. I'm here all day. Check 59.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10. At the
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give to Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, home. I'm here all day. Hey, look out.
Allen. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We got to get the ball. Get the ball. We go. 55.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On third down, Mayfield. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And a Bengal first down.
180.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Five wide. I'm coming after you. Bravo. 55.
Allen now on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Marquise Goodwin, incomplete. It moves to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike, 55.
To throw again. Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first, they go right back to Collins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Anthony. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hey, Echo. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike, go.
On first down, Allen. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
What's that?
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, baby.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey! Back! Real.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Powers ahead at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
General West. Alert!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
180! Run. Hey!
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 24, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
50. 55. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
56.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Jackson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
Up, 59 mark. Check, 59. We go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Collins, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
That's it!
55! Right there in the middle. 55!
That's it!
Here's a first down run with Collins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, 52! Crunch down, defense. Switches.
Swap 52.
Switches.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Tight go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hey, home.
Mike,
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 5. Oh, you got deep? 55 is Mike, guy. 55.
That's it.
They'll run on first down. Collins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
They can't hang with us. Big end.
Middle. That's it.
Here's Allen. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let him know.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They run it with Ballage. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
What we got?
Mayfield to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 180.
59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Pistol.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Hey, Zoo.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watching the guy.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there in overtime. So the first drive here in OT and a huge run sets them up beautifully.
Remember those days where now you just run out the field goal unit and go ahead and kick it and win the game? Can't do that anymore. But what a great setup to get them in this position. A terrific run gets everything set for the final play.
Yeah, so like Charles said, inside the 10, a touchdown wins it, remember. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air. Allen. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for men,